Memphians sick of crime are rallying the troops to get to the root of the problem. WREG investigators are digging deeper to find out more about the delays within the criminal justice system and what needs to change.
Our chief investigator Jessica Gertler takes a look at the new efforts and the results they're hoping to get.
We'd love to have you volunteer.
By changing nothing, nothing changes.
MemphisCrimeBeat.org.
A saying.
I had an interaction with a reckless driver with my son in the car.
Leslie Taylor and Norman Blake believe in.
Liza Fletcher was murdered, and somebody else I knew was murdered as well. And then my personal car was stolen by a 15-year-old minor, charged with multiple gun charges.
Both call Memphis their home.
I just had this realization that if we're going to continue to live in Memphis, I needed to be proactive and try to do something about the problem.
It was such a call to action. I said, I need to do something. I need to start somewhere.
Their past started off differently. Blake, frustrated with the youth crime, decided to enter the Citizens Police Academy and get involved in youth programs.
I would say I started out with a much more sort of militant attitude, and I came back with a very complicated view of the situation. These children, so many of them don't even have food. Food, clothes, love would be the underlying factor.
Taylor said she also wanted to take action. She contacted Memphis Councilman Ford Canale and helped host a panel discussion on reckless driving.
One thing led to another. I started going to council meetings and county commission meetings, and then I met Norman.
She's an engineer, and she really was looking at what are the real data points that we need to understand.
Last fall, the two created the nonprofit Memphis Crime Beat with the goal of getting more information about the increase in crime. They decided to start with 201 Poplar, where they heard about a backlog of cases that amassed when COVID shut down the courts, and about a new bail hearing room that many weren't seeing eye to eye on.
There's a lot of elected leaders here working on our behalf, but we don't have citizens watching them to understand what they're doing, how well they're doing their job, etc.
In January, they launched a court watch.
I guess we start over here.
They've been coming to 201 Poplar now, every day.
Get the data. Don't point fingers, just get the facts and understand how, what, where, and who is doing what.
They've been sitting in the 10 criminal courts, observing and taking notes.
What are you learning from this?
We are learning that it's a complicated situation. There's no one simple cure. It's not the judges not working. The judges are here working. That's very clear.
Their mission is to bring more public transparency to the judicial system. They want to provide the community with more information and data and get to know every player.
Hey, what's your name?
They hope to identify issues and inefficiencies and bring their findings to local leaders so they can be resolved.
The more you get into it, the more you realize how complicated and multifaceted the problem is.
Each day, they say there's more to understand. And while they don't have any conclusive trends or data yet, what's clear, they need help.
Right now they have about a dozen volunteers and are training several more, but they need 60. That way they could cover the bail hearing room and all of general sessions and criminal courts, and volunteers would only have to commit 1 to 2 days a month.
So here he is, Kraft is handling Boyd.
By taking action, they hope to see the change their city desperately needs.
We really need to get focused back in on the work our elected leaders are doing on our behalf and paying attention to that.
Because by doing nothing,
Part of the problem that we're having is citizens have gotten busy with other things.
changes nothing. Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Their commitment there is incredible. Now, the pair says 2 data analysts have volunteered to go through, believe it or not, 2 million cases involving violations and bail, convictions, and sentences. They release their findings just as soon as that's ready. If you want to follow their efforts and get involved, just head to our website and click on this story. Remarkable effort by them, and hopefully it'll produce some fruits from their labor.
Yes, it is just so wonderful that they want to be part of the solution.
Right.
Yeah.